Hello everyone! Did you know that it's a scientific fact that there are 1 billion grains of sand in 1 square foot of beach? You can Google this if you like, I did. So with that in mind, let me ask you this question. How many grains of sand do you think there are in an entire beach? What about all the sand on the ocean floor? And what about all the deserts around the world? Now why am I asking you this question? Because Psalm 139 speaks about how God is always guiding us, loving us, and always with us. And verses 17 and 18 says, "How precious to me are your thoughts, God, how vast some of them. If I were to count them, they would outnumber the grains of sand." The thoughts that God has about us individually outnumber every grain of sand on the planet. Do you understand how valuable you are to God? Do you have any clue how important you are? I love my family very much, and if I added up every single thought I've ever had about them, I wouldn't get a cubic foot of beach, I'm telling you. God has thought about you more than the grains of sand on the planet, and that's the truth, and that's how valuable you are to Him. The first book of John, chapter 4, verse 9 explains how much God actually loves us. He sent His one and only Son into the world that we might live through Him. He loved us and sent His Son as an atoning sacrifice for our sins. Now I have family and some of my friends whom I would lay down my life for, but I would never sacrifice the son of my life for them or anybody. No way, man. Now because of our sinful and dark nature, not a single one of us deserves to be in heaven with God. But He loves us so unconditionally that He sent His Son as a perfect sacrifice to pay the price for our sins, so you could spend eternity in paradise with God. Now the book of Isaiah 53 verse 7 says, "He was led like a lamb to the slaughter, and like a sheep before his shearer is silent, He did not open His mouth." When Jesus sacrificed Himself on that cross, He did not complain, He did not scream or shout, He kept His mouth shut, and He chose to take on the sins of the world because He knew that His sacrifice would bridge the gap between the relationship of God and man. And that's the type of God that we serve, a God that loves you unconditionally and always will. I'm Fab, and I pray that you continue to speak to God daily so your relationship will be strengthened and you realize that He did it all for you guys. God bless you everyone, and I'll catch you all later. Take care.